Previously, we replaced all of our lower kitchen cabinets, and today we will be upgrading the front of the peninsula with the DIY board and batten project.
So we gotta cover this up.
Why? Looks good.
I mean, I'll stain it and just leave it open concept. So I bought 1/2-inch plywood to cover the whole thing as one. And then my plan is to put in a really tall baseboard that's going to get covered by another baseboard that's shorter. The other one will come up a little higher, which will tie it into like the board and batten. That's the game plan. Plywood.
Ooh.
Alright. I haven't cut this from my measurements, mental measurements.
It's perfect.
It's all closed up.
All right, we're done.
That's it.
What do you think, Francine? Whoa, terrifying. Let me try this way.
I like these screws. See, they have like this is for cabinets. It's got this big washer built in. And it's nearly impossible to sink them in. So they stick out. And finger will go in here, so there'll be no way. I'm not going to get too far with it today. So I'm going to put it up just to hold it. And then we get the screws and replace these.
So what's on the agenda for the rest of, well, I mean, I feel like it's already nighttime, but are you just putting this up and then you're good for today? Or?
Before I nail these in, I kind of want to draw them and like know exactly where things are going. So I'm not guessing later. And you want to know what else? It's very possible we're going to use the biscuit joiner. Are you with?
I'm super excited.
I'm just so sky here. Let's see where things fall. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more because I don't want to have to replace a million of them. Just do one more for just to hold it in here. And then I think from now on, I'm just gonna draw some stuff, you know.
Little art work to end the day.
Arts, yeah.
What you want? You want to help us? Do you want to help us build the new kitchen? Francina's done a really good job of training us to give her treats every time she goes outside, regardless if she does anything outside or comes back in immediately.
Now,
is that going to go on the side too?
Huh?
Is that going to go on the side?
Here? I'm not planning on it.
Okay.
Am I planning on it?
I mean, how's it going to look from the side? Is it going to look weird?
I don't think it'll look weird, but now I'm adding all of this, which is going to bring the counter more and more. Now the counter has to overhang all of this, so now we're like out here, so I'm against it for spacing.
Okay.
I'm pro it if we have to make space. So these are going to be the uppy downies, and this is going to be the ones going here. So ideally, I would want this one to show the same amount. Feel me?
No.
So that this thickness right here is the same as this one, and that one, and that one, and that one.
Okay.
Now, if you kind of duplicate this over here, low one.
Is that so crooked?
It is very crooked. So I probably just put it in the wrong place.
I was like, Karen came over and she's like, yeah, this kitchen's really small. Thanks, Karen.
And then it's like, oh yeah, we remove all the popcorn scene. It's like, but I grew up with those. I mean, yeah, that's why we remove them. It's been around too long.
Yeah.
It's time to go. It is couch time, relax.
All right, I'll let you outside. Yeah, she really had to go to the bathroom.
There's kind of the main panel at the end, right? How many holes do we want?
2, right?
One, two, three. 3 spaces.
3 spaces.
3 squares?
Yes, 3 squares. Sorry.
All right, 3 squares. So let's see. I watched the show about this once. Now, you look around for a tape. Once you find it, then you take that. 6.5 inches. So 72.5 inches. But we want 3 of them, so I got to divide that by 3. I'll do it by number.
Pay no attention to the phone in your hand.
24. So let's test the space. So it should be 20. That's what I can't remember. I think it's 24.
Is that
Get the uppy down.
all technical terms?
I don't like to mess around with drills, you know. That's exactly how you do that.
Mm.
You know, just for funsies, so we'll draw it in here so we can see the final product.
I like it. Picasso.
It's the one.
I think you think.
I think maybe a low strip. Get some plumber's putty.
Ooh, I can look at paint.
No.
Yes.
No pain.
Yes.
Low strip. Every other strip.
What are we here for?
Some woods. A nail machine. Glue. That's about it.
Yeah. What is this?
Lexel. Tough elastic sealant for every job is what it is. It sticks to almost anything.
No job. 37.
Okay. What did you say?
I said, which one's the stove? Hello.
Hello.
I decided to make this thing in here because it doesn't seem like it, so there's more space. I took the top one up there and measured where I needed, redivided the spacing, and now I'm going to just kind of make it like a face frame for a cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make the whole thing in here. I was going to use biscuit joiners or cut biscuits. That's because I was going to build it in place, but then I remembered I have a pocket holder. So I'm going to pocket hold this. So I'm just measuring out where it is, turn it on the back to match like the uppy downs. Somebody must have a better name for that to come up with at some point, but right now that's really all people know it as is the uppy downings.
Yeah.
Probably should do like pocket hole here, 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 here. Yeah, put it together and then bring it in there and you know, install it. Like, don't step on your tools. So I was just complaining, not complaining, but I guess it's complaining, but it's more just how I talk. That like everybody uses pocket holes and they're like flawless all the time. I can tell you that's not been my experience. It's probably a lack of experience, really. But you know, I drilled it with kit, did a test one, everything's fine. But then, like, every once in a blue moon, like, one of them will just keep on screwing in. I get the clutch set up, and it pokes out the other side. I don't know how to pick screw sizes, so I just did a test one. It didn't poke through. Most of them aren't, so I'm like, yeah, that's probably good enough. And it's coming together. So I'm pretty pumped that even though this is kind of a pain in the ass for some things, it's a good system. I picked this up yesterday, and it completely changed my entire pocket hole experience. And right after I put this in, this last guy right here, go it up on the wall. I'm used to biscuits, which you have to mark this side and this side, you know, and like how they match. I spent so much time like marking. I put an X here and here to marry these sides, so I remember which one goes where. And then I drilled the first pocket hole, and I'm like, I don't need any of that. Like, they just go wherever, you know. Oh yeah, I pre-staged screws on each one, and then I just took a screw out of the box, right? Every single one.
Looks good.
I'm probably just gonna sand a little bit of the edges, like right here, right now, where they meet, and then I'll bring it in. Let's see if I get a chance to build another one because this one was wrong. All right, I'm liking it. Get a couple of planks in here.
After applying wood glue, we nailed the pre-assembled trim pieces to the plywood and did the same with the baseboard. We filled the nail holes with plastic wood, sanded those areas down, and caulked all the seams. Now it's time for paint.